Welcome back to Take a Break. I'm Tim Stenovec in New York. Atlanta, Georgia became one of the most important voting areas in the country during a generation-defining election. And thanks to Atlanta's players and owners, it became one of the largest voting centers in American history. Quicktake's chief correspondent Jason Kelly looks at how Atlanta sports changed U.S. politics in the first episode of the Business of Sports. Check it out.
We were sitting on an empty arena. No basketball, no concerts, no shows. But we had something in our arena that is rare. You can find it in very few places, and that's space.
When you own a sports franchise, hopefully any business, but certainly a sports franchise, you have an obligation to try to be relevant to the public. Why not use the arena as a voting location, as a polling location?
What came first in this story? Was it the athletes, or was it the managers, or was it the actual owners? Because it's not just a decision of the athletes, as you explore in the series.
Exactly right, and it's a really good point. I mean, the athletes were doing their thing to some extent to energize people to vote. The problem was we were in a global pandemic. We still are, and they needed a place to vote, and that's where the owners and the management came in. And the Hawks get a lot of credit, and they should in many ways, because they came up with the idea. They've got this empty arena. Why not turn it into a voting location? One of the things Steve Koonin said to me when I interviewed him is he said, once you hear it, you go, yeah, well, of course that makes sense. But nobody had done it before. And then that becomes a template by which dozens of other teams in basketball and outside use to provide safe voting locations. The things that they did as a community of athletes was to zero in on this notion of how can we affect change? Get people to vote. And it became just the central message of almost every star athlete.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quicktake now for insight in an instant.